explain the types of research. All right, so there is a question, explain the types of research that we are going to discuss today. All right, for this question as well, right, explain the types of research, you can start with what research is, right? So research is what? Creative and systematic work undertaken to increase the stock of knowledge. How much we know on a certain topic, we want to increase our knowledge on that particular topic. How we will do that? We will do that by creative and systematic work. Why is it creative? Because we can take the help of interview methods, some questionnaires we may prepare, right? Or we may read books, we may visit field. There are different ways. So it is very creative. It depends on you what method you want to choose for your research. And it will be a systematic work, right? One fine day I cannot just wake up from my sleep and then start writing something. I need to follow it step by step, whatever we have seen, like having a problem, understanding it, reading materials on that and all that stuff. We need to do it systematically. So it's a systematic and creative work undertaken to increase stock of knowledge. It involves collection, organization, and analysis of the information to increase understanding of a topic or issue. If we want to know on a certain topic, we need to firstly collect information. Like what you are doing, you are attending classes and you are collecting the information, right? After that, what happens? You need to organize it. Maybe unit wise, you need to save all the different files, all the different notes. And after that, analyzing the information. For your case, you need to remember the important points. You need to go through the answers, right? So you are also doing nothing, but it's a type of research kind of a thing only, right? Just that you are preparing for your exam. So same kind of steps will be involved here as well. Research is the process of discovering new knowledge. So knowledge is existing, but you are not aware of that knowledge. That knowledge you want to search, right? That is what research is. You are not creating something new, but it is already there. You are just discovering it, right? What is the difference between discovery and invention?
Discovery means we have to any product or else anything, man. We have to say to the people. We have to do that. Yes.
And invention?
Invention means we are inviting that product to the people.
Invention as in it's not existing, you are creating it. Discovery means it's already existing, you are discovering it, right? If there is some cave is there which was not discovered by human before, the cave is already existing, you are discovering it, you can discover it. But if you are creating some artificial cave, that will be invention. You have invented a cave, artificial cave, right? That's the difference. So here what happens is it is discovering new knowledge. That means knowledge is already there, just that you are discovering it for the first time maybe. Then you can proceed with what are the different types of research. Now, here they have not specifically asked you about different types of legal research, all right? But I have framed the question in such a way that it will fit for legal research also. Even if they are asking, explain the different types of legal research, you can mention these same points only. All right. So what are these? Here they have not mentioned legal. So we are just mentioning as types of research. So what are the different types of research? There are different ways that may be adopted by a researcher in doing the research. These different ways are considered as different types of research, right? How you are going forward with your study, that will decide what type of research you are doing, right? So below mentioned are some common types of research that are widely being used. All right, so I have given it like two different types, like descriptive versus analytical. That means these two are related, so it's given in one thing, okay? But these are like different types, descriptive, analytical, conceptual, empirical, all right? But they are related, so given in one thing. First one is descriptive versus analytical. So there are two different types, descriptive or analytical. What is descriptive? Descriptive research is a surveys and fact-finding investigation. All right, it aims to describe the characteristics of a group or of state of affairs as it exists at present. Researcher has no control over variables and researcher has to report the actual situation. That means you do not have control over the situation. Whatever is going on, that is going on. You can just study on that particular situation, all right? Take, for example, a researcher wants to study crime trends in Karnataka. That means how many crimes are committed by some, like age group of people, all right? Like below 20 years, how many crimes are being committed? 20 to 40 years, how many crimes are being committed? 20 to 60, like that. There are different categories of age group people, right, basically. And someone is trying to study that. That will be descriptive. You cannot say that, okay, fine, you do not commit this kind of crime, or you cannot change the situation or anything. Crime is going on, it is committed by people, you are simply studying the crime trend, basically, right? That how many crimes are being committed by which group of people, basically. So that will be descriptive, where you do not have control over the situation is there as it is, you are simply going and studying it, all right? That is descriptive. What is analytical? Analytical research is a crucial evaluation based on information that is available and primarily concerned with testing hypotheses, specifying and interpreting relationships to analyze the facts or existing information. For example, explaining why and how crime rates spiked over the time is an example of analytical research. You basically try to analyze why this is happening. Why is it that crime rates are going up so high, right? Maybe you are studying why there is a second wave of COVID-19, right? So in that case, you are trying to analyze that maybe because lockdown was, like lockdown rules were relaxed, people are going out, schools are open, elections are taking place. Maybe these are the reasons why, like rate of COVID-19 is increasing, right? So that is what analytical, you are trying to analyze why is it happening. Okay, is it clear difference between descriptive and analytical? Okay. So descriptive, you don't have control over the situation or anything. You are simply studying the trend or something like that. In analytical, you are trying to understand the reason behind happening of a certain thing. All right. So this is the first category of types which we have. Second one is conceptual versus empirical research. Conceptual, as the name, from name only it's very clear, like it is talking about a concept. So conceptual research is related to some abstract ideas or theories, like a concept, okay, you need to study. It is generally used by philosophers and thinkers to develop a new concept and to reinterpret existing ones. For example, philosophers criticizing an existing theory and propounding their own. Like yesterday we discussed, right, Alan Watson's concept of functions of legal process. Do you remember that professor of civil law we discussed, right? So if we are studying his theory, that means we are just studying for the purpose of examination. Okay, that is not said. But if there is another, some scholar is there, some philosopher is there who is studying his theory and then trying to figure out some demerits of that theory, why that theory is not perfect, why that is not working, and he is giving his own new theory, that will be conceptual research, right? He is giving us a concept, he is giving us a new theory or a new idea, right? So that will be conceptual research. It will be mostly used by philosophers or some jurists or something like that. They will maybe criticize one theory that is existing and try to give one new theory. All right, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So from the name only you can remember, right? Concept means new concept they are giving. Analytical as in analysis. They are analyzing why it is happening, right? The reason behind it. Next is empirical research. Empirical research aimed at coming up with conclusions without due regard for system and theory. For example, whether conditions in a prison play a role in reforming a criminal or not. So what you are doing is, it is aimed at coming up with conclusions. That means you need to do a research and come to a conclusion, okay, whether providing better facilities in a prison, better standard of life in a prison will play a role in reforming criminals or not. You basically need to come to a conclusion. Is it will it play or will it not play, right? So in empirical research, you basically aim at coming to a conclusion that whether providing good living conditions in a prison will play a important role in reforming criminals or not. So that is your main study here in case of empirical research. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Next division is action research versus fundamental research. From the names only you can remember, all right, what is action? You want to take some action, right? And fundamental, as in we say, right, your fundamentals should be clear. Fundamental as in basic understanding of a certain thing, right? So from name only you can remember. In action research, what happens? Action research is carried out to find solution to solve problems faced by a society. That means society is facing a problem. You need a solution. You need to take action to prevent that problem which is existing, right? So that is why you will do action research. What you will do here is that you will try to come up with situations or come up with solutions which can be immediately applied in the society. For example, how crime rates can be brought down in a certain society. All right, maybe there are too many thefts or dacoity that is going on in a society. You do a research, you try to come to a conclusion that what time is it happening? It is only night time when everyone is asleep, that time it is happening or something like that. Maybe you would say, okay, fine, police officers should come and they should be alert. There may be some security persons who may be appointed and all that stuff. That is nothing but action research, right? Immediately you would apply, you basically need a solution. For example, when COVID cases were increasing initially, government did a research on what is going on in different countries of the world. Wherever lockdown was announced, their situation came to a little bit of control. So they also decided that we are also going on a nationwide lockdown. That is what, nothing but action research, right? That we need to, give a solution to this problem immediately. So something you study and give us a solution that we can immediately apply, right? We can bring this into action. So that is what action research is, where you are doing a research to make it applied in a society, right? Immediately you would apply in a society.
Yes.
Versus fundamental research. Again, what is fundamental? We say, right, your fundamentals should be clear. If you are not very good in maths, your fundamentals should be clear. That means what? Basic things you should know, then only you would be able to understand complicated maths, right? So that is what this is, that fundamental research is mainly gathering of knowledge or for knowledge's sake without any information, without any intention to apply it in practice. That means whatever knowledge we are getting, we just want to get it for the sake of getting knowledge. We do not want to apply it in society. We do not want to apply it in a given situation or anything. We just want to know certain things. All right. Maybe before applying for law course, LLB, you had done a basic research on what are the career perspectives that are available to you, right? So maybe you did a study on that. That is what, nothing but a fundamental research. Or maybe you try to see what are the subjects that you are going to study if you are taking BB.A.LL.B or if you are taking B.A.LL.B. Why? Just to get the idea, just to gather the knowledge. That is fundamental research. All right. For example, before you start your practice, okay, after completing LLB, you decided that you are going to practice in court, okay. At that point of time, you are doing a fundamental research to understand hierarchy of courts in India. Why are you studying that? Just for the purpose of knowing. All right, you wanted to decide whether you should go and practice in high court or district court or which court. That is the reason why you did a fundamental research on hierarchy of courts and what kind of cases are dealt with by each of these courts. All right, so that is nothing but a fundamental research where you are trying to gather some knowledge just for the sake of gathering it. You are not going to apply it or anything like that. All right. Like if when you apply for a course, right, on the first day they would give you some intro orientation program. What is orientation program? Nothing but they would give you an understanding on the course or the university, college, library, all that stuff. So that is also fundamental, right? You should have basic knowledge on what is BB.A.LL.B course or what is your university thing. You got disconnected, is it? You got disconnected?
Ma'am, I'm not hearing your voice now.
Okay, now is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this part did you hear? Action, research and fundamental?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in fundamental, what happens is only for the purpose of gathering the information you are doing it, right? Like a student knowing about hierarchy of courts. Those are fundamental research, right? Then you can give a conclusion that there can be different types of research that may be adopted by a researcher depending on purpose of your study, whether you want to give a solution to the society or you want to gather some basic knowledge, right? Or what is the purpose? Why are you doing the study? Based on that, there are different types of research that may be adopted by the student, whoever is doing it. A student may be greatly benefited by having basic knowledge on types of research to choose the best applicable one for his or her study, right? When you know that there are these many different types of research available, you will be able to choose the best one, right? So you can do a fundamental research on different types of research available also, so that you gather a knowledge with regard to that, right? So is this part clear, different types of research? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is mainly based on why you are doing the research and how you are doing the research, right? Descriptive, you are simply understanding the situation without having control over it. Analytical, you are analyzing why this is happening. Conceptual, you are coming up with a new concept or an idea. Empirical research is where you try to come up with a conclusion, right? You finally want to derive a conclusion. That is it playing a good role or not. Action research, you want to immediately apply it. Fundamental research, for some basic level understanding, you are doing this research. Okay.